Hi Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Care at 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their sun, moon, and rising sign in the zodiac sign of Gemini. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you. Then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it deck. Oops. Sorry. After the 3 cards, we'll get a Major Arcana card. And then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it deck. It really don't matter, but anyway, everything's been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. We can do whatever we want, it's fine. But the order that I normally go for everyone, just to keep it real, would be the Major Arcana and then the End of the World as we know it deck created by me. I love that. Okay, let's get your first card of love for Geminis. Love card for Gemini. Love card for Gemini. That fell away from the scene. Some don't want to be seen. Let's see what we got. Moving away from what does not serve. After some illumination, the sun wanting to be seen regardless of whether or not that card of the 6 of Swords is on top of it or not. So I do get strong sun energy, and that being more about illumination, but then I'm also getting happiness. Someone moving towards their happiness. There may be someone who's trying to return. This could be you or someone you're connected to. I'm getting the Bodyguard, and this has come through for the Cancer reading, so you could have cusping energy. But the 6 of Swords has been a Bodyguard card. Is there more than one card? I mean 3. 2. Goodness gracious. Is there more than 2 cards is what I was going to say. What up, Mercury? So the 6 energy will be Virgo, speaking of Mercury, which is also going to be a sibling sign for you, with both Gemini and Virgo being ruled by the planet of Mercury. And I'm almost getting like a situation that doesn't want to be addressed again, because there's a lot of I'm just getting hesitation on someone's part, and it could be in the right for a good reason. Like in the past with this card, I feel like it was meant for particular people to be helped and assisted, to be moved away from choppy waters. And someone manipulative has stepped in and pretended to be this role. Someone was confused, took that person for the manipulation that they were giving, and it ended up being a story for someone else. So I feel that's a part of the hesitation, where someone doesn't want that story anymore because that story has been tainted by a manipulator. where where the Six of Swords actually went towards the Seven of Swords of deceit and lies. So it never went away from the choppy waters. It went right into the calm waters, and that could be what this illumination is about, and not necessarily someone going towards their happiness. I get it being illumination of what is actually happening with this whole Six of Swords in itself, if that makes sense. And the redundant story of of someone having a baby or there being a baby. I feel a lot of you are over that timeline too if you're a divine feminine. And that sun card is going to be about you. You being the light, you being the joy, you being the childlike energy, the youthful energy, the happiness. And so I just feel like a lot of you really standing up for yourselves, taking your power back and owning your creations, your world, what it is that you have been manifesting as magicians, and no longer allowing, by being this light, you're no longer allowing outside energies to infiltrate what it is that you create. That was very intense. So with this being in the love section, it's going to relate to a love partnership, something that's been destined for you. Virgo will be significant. Like for myself, what I'm picking up is midheaven in Virgo, with that Virgo energy. But this isn't about me. And in sidereal, I do not have Gemini placements like that. I do in Vedic, but I'm a Pisces moon, Taurus rising. I do have Taurus rising at 29 degrees. And Sagittarius sun. So this is not about me. This is for the people. But take what resonates, because it's going to be a collective energy regardless of whether, what's on my end is wanting to come through. We're all connected. So it could be like almost like a redo, but I feel this is going to be hard pressed for this individual, where they might just want to swoop on in, and it just ain't going to be that easy this time around, where they may have had opportunity in the past and made a decision to go towards that deceptiveness, but everything happens the way it's supposed to. And the paths that we take are all designed to get us to where we really are destined to be. The colors blue and brown are going to be significant. I do see that also here too, with the mother and child, like the matching energy. Like someone pretended to be a match. Oh my God. That's wanting to come through again. And just like, and that's been coming through in my collective readings too. Like someone just pretending and lying in order to get something that wasn't theirs. Manipulative. Swords is going to be your energy, and then also Libra and Aquarius. So then I'm also picking up a lot of you having being twin flames. Sagittarius energy, the polarity energy will be significant, and because you're twin flames, I just get automatic connect, and then it just explaining why it is you're reflective for this energy, because you're soulmate partners. And more of that is being seen, so then it exposes the truth of any infiltrators. The sun energy is going to be connected. It's the ruler of Leo, where I'm getting Two of Cups. And that sun, the look on the sun's face. And then the 19's going right over that third eye energy. It's like, yeah, you know. That's what I keep hearing. Yeah, you know. And it's not pertaining to this energy. It's whoever the sun is looking at and who's resonating with the feels of this look. As if someone didn't listen to their true selves, their inner selves, their higher selves, their intuition, and went against that and went with this foliage. The 19 also creates a 10, and that breaks down to a 1. So, magician energy, that'll totally explain why I was picking this up for your energy here. The illuminator. And you're happy. You bring light, there's healing, there's joy. You're going to be a transformative energy as well, with the rebirth energy connected to that sun card. And the sun card is the happiest card of the deck. Ching boom. Alright. But then I'm also getting, just so if that doesn't resonate, because that was really deep. A lot of you are just moving away from bullshit. Moving away from choppy waters, things that don't serve you, towards calmer waters. You're not interested because you're this. Okay, so then also what I was getting is moving towards your happiness as well. So take what resonates. That was a whole lot of... I suppose we could see what's at the bottom. Oh, goodness. Like, I also feel too, I'm getting like soul fragments. Soul fragments where there's been potential karmics along the way. All of those karmic energies, not necessarily being the whole package, but every single karmic of relationships and connections combining to create the one, and we have the one. So that could even be the case here too. Someone knowing who the one is and moving towards that. Alright, oh, and we were going to see what's at the bottom. Right, 2 of Swords. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. This will be stuck energy. What I'm getting is that someone did not see. They were confused or didn't want to see the truth of what was in their face. Taurus energy. Like, I don't even want to get into all this. This will be your glyph here too. But I feel this is going to be, I don't know. I'm getting an absent energy for some reason. Like, this being completely irrelevant. Nothing wants to come through. Except for the 7 of Swords. I do see a 5, a Roman numeral 5. Is this the manipulator? Okay, so maybe that's why. Because I'm getting null and void energy with this. We do have 2 swords here. And a blindfold around this person. So someone who could be asleep, not woke. Very protective of their heart. Won't let anyone in. Doesn't want to see the truth of a situation, possibly of someone moving away from them. Manipulative energy here with the moon. Confusing energy with the Taurus and the Gemini. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll put this over here. I don't like that. that energy. Let's get your money card for Gemini. Money card for Gemini. Like, I also get to, as much as someone wants to keep their eyes covered, like this is ecliptic energy here too, as I see the moon and then you have the sun. And this is also going to be associated with like darkness versus the light. But not seeing, you're still going to have the other senses where the warmth is going to be felt by the sun. It's still there, whether you see it or not. Money card for Gemini. I believe I just seen the Four of Swords. Money card. And then that Four of Swords to that Two of Swords will be the Six of Swords. Money card for Gemini. Money card for Gemini. Contract. All right, or this could be leveling up, where love and money are connected. It could be about a proposal of some sort, marriage, or this could even be associated with who it is that you are and what it is that you do spiritually. Divine feminines are going to be the high priestess. And this could be a part of that phoniness and the facade. High priestess is an energy of two, but this ain't the high priestess card. So there being no getting around the truth is also what I'm getting with that energy of the 6 and the 8, or the 6 and the 2 creating that 8 of Swords, and then the 4 and the 2 being that 6 of Swords reiterated of moving away from choppy waters. But also the disassociation and the confusion that wanted to come through here with this card, connected to what was also channeled by someone infiltrating and manipulating to be somewhere where they didn't belong. Maybe even trying to hide. The light shines on that darkness. Alright, so Hierophant energy. This will be counterpart to the High Priestess, as I was saying. The 5 from the Hierophant and the 2 from the High Priestess create a 7 energy, but it's not going to be the 7 of Swords, because that will be major arcana, getting away from lower vibrational energy of the minor arcanas of the 7s and being in that higher vibrational energy. And the 7 card in the major arcana is going to be the Chariot. And in that Chariot card, there are 2 homes. It's a very special card, the Chariot, from this particular deck. Where with it being major arcana, the infiltration can no longer come through for this reading. And there being something ordained connected to Egypt, with the Sphinxes also being a part. The black and white Sphinxes of that Chariot card, and that'll speak to the High Priestess energy connected to the Hierophant. 2 balanced individuals, but then also being protected in partnership and love. Having the keys, being a leader, a teacher, or a healer. This is going to be the energy from within both you and someone here, whether you're male or female. And it could just be taking on more of the masculine energy. But I do get this being divine masculine, or a contract being honored. So the spirituality and the energy of that partnership and that soulmate connection is manifesting beautifully into the physical in a way for you that is a part of the movement that's connected to the 6 of Swords towards calmer waters. So a contract being honored is also what I'm getting here. And this being good blessing, great reward, loyalty, commitment, honor, integrity, great spirituality, leadership, the wholeness energy. That's going to be that 7 energy of the whole package. The Hierophant and the High Priestess. And then I even see like V's here, similar to the V I was getting here. So teaching those who are not necessarily immature, but have yet to learn and to really know. Very interesting. We have Turn It Up by Chameleonaire that just started as I began to say that. Well, this is beautiful energy, especially with this being in the money. So congratulations on that. This is also going to be strong Taurus energy. Both the Hierophant and the High Priestess have that Taurus energy, with the High Priestess being a card of 2, second house energy of Taurus, but it also being connected to you with the glyph. And not this. And then the 5th month being May, and that being connected to Taurus as well. This is also Leo. So with the Leo energy and the 5th house energy of Leo coming through, it travels right here to the Sun card, the Sun being the ruler of Leo. And then that takes me to the 2 of Cups that was mentioned and channeled from that energy, and the happiness and the joy. Beautiful, darling. All right, and then let's see what's at the bottom. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? That's awesome. All right, so here's the Chariot, and I'm glad this came through because I was just speaking about this beautiful card. So here's the 2 homes. Here's the contractual energy, the blessed. Like, I get this being God pretty much, as a part of that Chariot, steering, being on the path. 7 energy will also speak to the angelic energy of being on the right path. So if you see 7s, that lets you know you're on the right path. And then here's the Sphinx energy of the black and white connected to the High Priestess. That just goes back to the Hierophant. I see this as a little cross here, where that speaks to both of you being healers, angels who are healers, earth angels who are healers, guided by the Lord. Being guided by the Lord and allowing yourselves to be guided by the Lord, you're on the right path. And that's speaking to the wholeness of the Hierophant and the High Priestess. The true 2, and not this. That's awesome. Alright. So what we see here is that we have the 5 with the Hierophant. The 2 energy has been infiltrated. So I feel this is about the galloping of that energy being recognized, given the merit that they rightfully deserve. I did pick this up right before your reading. And it being evident, with that spiritual contract, nothing really has to be done. It's all about seeing and awareness. And as you can see from this card here, we have that blindfold there. So being associated with this type of energy will explain why this masculine energy may have, just being on that level, may have been in that confusion, allowing themselves to be bamboozled, connecting with people with blocked hearts and blocked heart chakras. Alright. And then Chariot energy will be all 4 knights. Knights are about defending the element they stand for. With that, that'll be elemental energy that just goes back to the Magician. That Magician energy is about you. And then we also had that come through with that 19 coming together to create a 10, breaking down to a 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's get your U card for Gemini. U card for Gemini. Like, I just get someone like this energy going through some great lengths. But the truth is the truth. U card for Gemini. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm coming to ya, baby. That's what I get. I also get a boom energy with this. But this is good action. Moving towards, and the Knight energy is a part of the Chariot energy. Oh my God, and Ready or Not just started here too. Alright, that's awesome. Okay, so this is a quick action here that's coming to, I get coming towards you. I see we have the Alpha and the Omega energy here, the two people here going towards each other. It may not even be going towards, like a lot of you being this energy here, you're chilling, you're happy. This is more about someone coming towards you, where you may have been, or someone felt that they left you behind, because no one's leaving you behind, because you're just superiorly awesome. So there's no leaving behind. But I do see the red energy being significant as far as the matching energy. Even the yellow energy from the sun that's here. And oh goodness, it's across. The child energy also here too. The sunflowers, the recognition. Sunflowers will be connected to twin flames. Let's turn that down. But I see that yellow resemblance, the matching energy. The red being here. Very prominent. Fire energy. Very matching also here too. Wands will be fire. Leo energy. More Leo energy. Sagittarius. Aries and a Fucus. So someone coming towards you with the quickness after some realizations. I do get awakenings. The Judgment card is after the Sun card, and that does have to do with awakenings. So we have the nearing of a karmic cycle coming into completion. This is a part of that completion, and a new cycle is beginning. Younger person energy will be the masculine, divine masculine, that I do get being a part of this energy here. Coming through strongly here too. With this Chariot card, this could also be about what's here with the Nine of Wands, and there being travel towards you. That was my jam. I sang that video. I sang that part of the song and made a video like years ago. But I love that part. This is one of my favorite songs by the Fugees. Okay, and then let's see what's at the bottom. So I did mention with the Chariot, the Knights are about defending the element they stand for. They have a wand energy. The Magician energy will be significant to that, but this will also be about an Ace of Wand energy and the passion that's felt towards someone. The warmth that's felt. Like, you don't have to see it, you can also feel it. And I did say that before. So I feel this is about someone really coming into greater awareness of their truth. Moving towards that. Them also being magicians too. I get that too. The scepter being significant to just how magical both you and a counterpart are. Let's see what's at the bottom. Boom, ching, boom, boom, ching, 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 ching. All right, that's awesome. The Empress. The truth, the powerhouse that has the 2 but also creates the 3. Third house energy of Gemini, and you hold the scepter, that being your wand of magic, and you both being very magical. So I just get this being more of the matching energy between you two, but this being a great action of something really quick, fast, and happening going towards this Empress, because the Empress sits pretty. They magnetize. And this is successful magnetization. So younger energy, I did say that before, coming towards this Empress. And no, it won't be about pregnancy. I feel that's going to be a lower vibrational, fabricated, reiterated story to try to create a block. 8 of Swords. And it's going to be a no. So moving away from that particular matrix and this being higher level, the Empress will be about birthing something new, and you're birthing, if you're the Empress, you're birthing your creations successfully. This is a part of one of the creations. A manifested soulmate partnership contract, merit that you rightfully deserve because you're the Empress. All four queens, the elemental energy, and we did pick that up with the Chariot. We have that here now with this Hierophant, speaking to Divine Masculine. Now we have it here with Divine Feminine. That is wonderful. This reading is so bad. You love food, I get, and then especially candies, but you may be given constantly gifts. You're always you're always sitting in the presence of gifts because you deserve it. You've manifested it also here too, but this is great abundance. All the elements are here in this card. And then here's the Sun. The childlike energy from within the Empress. The illumination that you bring, the light, the warmth. Right there. The red. The red. I just feel it's the magic of how you communicate. Also, too, that being a part of you as a Gemini, and the Mercurial energy. Mercury being about communication also. But you're very unique in your style and communication. No one Gemini is the same. And I think that's completely magical all in itself. So as much as I could speak about, how magical it is you are, I really can't speak on the uniqueness of your magician powers. Only you can. And you don't even have to speak it. You just show it. So then the stars here at the crown will speak to the destined energy that I got. The white will be purity energy. Moon energy will also be significant. I do see these as strawberries, but I believe they're pomegranates. They're whatever fruits you want them to be. Some of you could be wanting to implement more fruits into your regimen, your daily regimen. There's wheat here at your feet. That's beautiful abundance. Water will speak to the flow, the love. The fire energy is just completely magnificent. This will also be about the pentacles here, the wheat. And then the surrounding air energy, I get that being very crisp and clear. It speaks to the purity that you represent. And then the sitting pretty, just having accomplished so much, having gone through, no one can just call themselves the Empress. It takes trial, tribulation, and an extensive journey to get to this point to be able to sit here like this. And so that being why this whole thing of this facade energy fell through. And I do see a young girl here. So you radiate beauty, joy, love, compassion, all four queens. So the fire of sexiness, attractiveness, go-getting, great building, being an entrepreneur, having more than a few businesses, being great with your social skills, having a wonderful personality. Everyone loves you. You glow. You shine. Intuitiveness, very psychic, having wonderful abilities, very knowledgeable, straight to the point, without bullshit. You don't bullshit, lollygag, none of that. Just superiorly intelligent, wise, rich, successful, practical, grounded, resourceful. And I think that covers. All four queens. Got the pentacle, the sword, the fire, and the cups. You could be a parent, a great parent. Just very accomplished and successful. And sitting pretty. That is glorious. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. And then to have that third house energy of Gemini in your representation, even better. Even better. I feel this fire is a complement of that Sagittarius energy also too. So it could be significant with the divine masculine energy that's coming through, connected to the Empress. Divine feminine. Venus energy. This is a card of Venus. I should mention that also too. So that being connected to that Taurus energy. The cross energy could be significant, connected to the spirituality. And then the moon energy, I get that being representation of a beautiful heart chakra, because his heart is pink. Pink is also a color for the heart chakra. It just goes back to that communication. And then this grid here, that could be significant as far as I get like past life communication. Take what resonates. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. All right. Wonderful. Let's get your next card. We'll get your major arcana. For Gemini. Gemini. Twin flame card. 14. This is having great patience. It's also about divine timing, wonderful harmony, and then I see that Two of Cups that wanted to come through connected to you. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. There's a cup of fire and water. Boom, boom. And then that color red being significant with the red hair. Hair is associated with communication also too. So with the Mars backing, I do get that being significant. Mars being the ruler of Scorpio and Aries. And then you see that fire. It's I almost get like the magnetization. So the Mars energy will be significant for you. Excuse me. The Mars energy will be significant for you. I just get it being like seeing you manifest. You magnetize. It's the magnetization and drawing the fire towards you is what I see here. As within, so is without. This is so dope. And then this complements the Hierophant energy. Speaking to the contract energy where the 14 comes together to create a 5. That's also being higher level with this being a major arcana card. And so then I'm also seeing, you know, the magician energy from within you and how you have this garment here as the childlike energy being the illumination, the happiness, the joy. The twin flame symbol of the sunflowers also being a part of that sun card. But then also using that red energy as a part of your comfort. It being right here with the contractual energy all over the Hierophant here too. But sitting pretty with it. This is being in the knowing. And then it's associated with the divine masculine also here too. Even here with the Mars energy and the masculine energy that comes through with that. With the Sagittarius energy of the polarity energy of you, which is here in the Temperance card, and this being a twin flame card. And we also see the elevated state. This is so pretty. Congratulations. This is awesome. And then that water stream. It's all you, boo. It's all you. With this Two of Cup association, this will also be connected to the Star card. Your destined love with the Two of Cups. That being true love. Equality, reciprocity, great partnership, honesty, integrity. And a lot of love. With a lot of great passion associated with it. You manifested this. This is so pretty. I love it. Alright, let's see what's behind here. Get out. You have the Star card. Just like I said here, it's going to be resembling here. But this will also be about the energy from within. The red and the blue, electric and magnetic, will be significant also here too. Three of Pentacles. You got it going on. Great craftsmanship, skill, working well together with others wanting to work with you. This will be a part of that great sociability, the great social skills, personality, having wonderful character, being seen for this and shining bright. Now this little mechanism here, I do get that, like, Tesla came through and said hi this morning. I ain't even gonna lie. He popped up on my TV while I was watching this 1945 film titled Scarlet Street. And I'm actually going to talk about that, I think, on my community post. Very interesting that I seen that this morning, first thing. And I just happened to turn to it, and it just began to. And then I found it on Tubi, so I'm getting ready to watch it again. But the Scarlet is red. You have that significance here in your reading. Associated with both Mars and Scorpio, but the root chakra energy as well. Not being healed. Speaking to the elevation of the higher realms. Higher levels, higher chakras. This has been coming through as heaven energy also too lately, the Star card. Here's your Two of Cups. This is also about using those vessels. This is a card of Aquarius. Using these vessels, taking the woes of the world and manifesting and creating what it is that you wish to see. But also replenishing, having compassion, sending that love, regardless of what it may look like in 3D, because that's your makeup. That's who it is that you are. The significance of that third eye is also going to be important too, and I did mention that here with the sun. You know. They know. That's more of a message I feel for the Divine Masculine and why we have such great movement here and magnetizing towards the Empress. Great manifester. This is awesome. And then the 17, that comes together to create an 8. But I also get this being about the magician energy of the 1 from the 17. You being that great magician and manifesting the 7 here with the Chariot. That's in your money. Honey. That's dope. The significance of the nakedness here will also speak to the vulnerability and the honesty, the truth, and not being a bullshitter. That'll be significant too. Saturn energy with the 8, karma as well, is coming through. What goes around comes around, but this will be Saturn blessings. And it's very strong Two of Cups manifestation that's here. Great reward and true love. I even see like a little sunflower here. Twin flame energy coming through, and then it just takes me back to the Sun card. Beautiful. Alright, let's see what the other card is. This is also healing. This is a card after the Tower. In the midst of these cards here too, we have the Devil card. So I get this being about illumination. It could even be about that strong passion and fire of someone really having strong feelings. Both you and your person having strong feelings for each other. In that coming together and that knowing, busting down false foundations with the Tower being the next card, and that being a 16, which creates a 7. where you have explosive, I get explosive sex. If you haven't had physical sex yet, ooh, get yourself ready. And then the next card after the Tower is going to be the Star card. This will be the antidote. But I get it being more of a coming together of the Two of Cups that we see here. Beautiful opportunity with the Four of Cups that are present as well. Beautiful opportunity. Okay. And then you see more of that elevated state, as you see here also too in the Temperance card. And we have the Devil reverse. So overcoming that devil energy. Also, I feel too this is about the merit and not being seen as the devil, but this actually being seen for your truth. If you're the Empress energy, you're being seen for who it is that you are, rather than what possible manipulative energies that tried to come through wanted you to be portrayed as. Where that devil energy is in this mist here, but notice it didn't want to come through in the upright in the midst of these numerical energies here. It came through in this manner, I feel, more to show that you're not toxic, you're not the devil, you're not a bad person, you're a wonderful person, you're a starlight being, you're an ultra being, destined to shine, to be here, to do great things. You're a twin flame and a star, and not the devil. A lot of you could also too, as I said before, some of you are implementing more fruits into your diet. And that could also be about overcoming addictions, releasing toxins, getting away from things that don't serve. So in you doing this, like you're both doing this, but in your own special ways. And then that'll just take me back to that magician energy of how every Gemini has their own distinction. This is a card of 15. In this reverse, it's going to be a reversal 6 here too. So it could be connected to, the 6 of Cups, a breakup, getting away from karmics, the end of karmics. And that being what I channeled with the Judgment energy after the Sun. The next card being the World card, speaking to karmic cycles completing. It's the card of Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. So this will be a part of that good karma. With the upright energy of Saturn associated here, we'll speak to the good. This will be about overcoming that bad. Wonderful. I love your reading, Taurus. Oh, I was going to call you Taurus. Taurus is going to be very significant, Geminis. I get strong cusping energy for you. But then I just get, like, also, too, because the moon is in Taurus. The moon is in Taurus right now. That benefic blessing being astronomical for you. And it being more than just money. Because you don't have Pentacle energy here, but we do have that contractual beauty of a spiritual connection and partnership here in your money. That is superior. Let's see what's at the bottom. Especially with the 8s. Like, I just get that being great fortune. Lionsgate is also wanting to come through connected to the strong Leo energy. And I just get that being about ancestors, what's meant for you. It could even be connected to Ka and Merit, the Egyptian couple from past life. And what's destined and what's meant for you as far as your gifts and receiving that. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Yay! Justice for that V shit. Sunlight connected all to that. And this being the major arcana, the true energy. Notice the blind justice for this. I don't even have to speak on it. This will speak to the infiltrator, the manipulator. This is minor arcana energy to the major. We see the difference. We know the difference. We feel the difference. And I feel you even have the sun and the moon. That's speaking to the whole package. The Empress energy, the true Empress versus this manipulative energy here, who was deceptive. And they're unhealed. They have a blocked heart chakra. And this will be also too to help them to be on their own path, their right path. So they're not attempting to take what doesn't belong to them or to take from others, putting everyone at a disservice with those choices. So I also get music being associated here too as well. Seeing almost like a harp energy here. But this is the universe speaking for the blindfold energy. Whatever that may mean, someone's gonna know. And then I'm even getting pinnacle energy, and that pinnacle coming through connected to the moon. Moon blessings, Saturn blessings, like there's blessings all over it. Like it's astronomical, just like I said. 11 energy. This is get out of here. Okay, so your guides, whoever your spirit team is, this is completely bae. You have a boss team of spirit guides. This is also a 2, but this 2 is created by the energy of justice with 11. The 11 is also a part of this. 11th house energy of Aquarius. This is a card of Aquarius. God ain't playing. Come on. This is awesome. So justice being served. The truth being seen. And I just get like the steps someone tried to take. They're being stopped in their tracks. Illuminated for their truth. And justice being served. Situations being rendered that caused a disservice. The scales demanding to be balanced here. The power of the hands also being significant. That's bringing about that justice with that connection to that V energy. And that V is also the 5 connected to the contract. Notice this is backwards here too. This one is on this side of the 5. Where I got the 1 here connected to the whole entire 7. And that 7 being here with the actual 2 and the high priestess of a contract. That belongs here with the Empress. That's amazing. And then the passion of that true devil energy that I got for you and your twin flame or soul flame, however you define. That being here with that Capricorn energy here with the 10. But that also being not just devil energy of passion, great strong sexual attraction, but also the abundance and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10 in the Major Arcana. Connected to the 1 of your Magician powers. This is so dope. That 1 is also Aries. And we did have that come through here with the Mars energy. Mars and Venus. It all tying together. The truth is the truth, just like I said. You can't get around it. You can't hide it. You can't manipulate it. As much as someone tried to. It flopped and it failed. Justice being served. This is awesome. I love your reading. Geminis. And then that Gemini energy, that speaks to you too. Very strongly. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, let's get your final card. I just saw 5410. That's going to be 5 and 5. Let me turn that back down. Okay, let's get your last card for Gemini. Last quarter. First trilly. Alright, destiny being fulfilled and coming through and through. True and through, I should say. The last quarter energy, that's going to be after the full moon. We just had a new moon, and I believe we were, or might be, or just passing in first quarter phase. But I feel this is going to be more about the manipulation and what it is that you may have been going through while this manipulation was taking place here. Where destiny is taking its course. Everything was working itself out, but in the midst of that, along your journey, as you were sitting pretty, there were going to be some hard times associated with that, the choppy waters. So coming out of these choppy waters, no longer dealing with quarters, now dealing with bands, rubber bands for them dollars. Trillions of dollars is also what I'm hearing. So shifting, visionary, that'll be Aquarius energy also. Last quarter moon, again, is going to be after the full moon. And I just seen 55 and 44. That could be significant. But the last quarter comes after the disseminating phase. Keywords for the last quarter moon are going to be purify. We mentioned that here with the Empress. Look at the matching too. It's correlating. You coordinate. Gotta coordinate. Purify, assimilate, meditate, rest, reap, recuperate, honor, reflect, evolve. This is your entire reading. So your hard work paying off. I feel these are all the steps here too. Even though this is all a part of the last quarter, it's everything that was mentioned in your reading here pretty much. The detoxification. The steps taken, the patience, the diligence, the dedication, the knowing of your truth. Manifesting your truth. Having merit, receiving merit, being merit. In the last quarter, being significant. You moving into mega riches. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. I love these readings. I love doing tarot. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Gemini. Beautiful. And hopefully this isn't a knock at me for accidentally calling you Taurus. Even if I said that, as I said that, I just seen this here. So I get that being friendly acknowledgement of the Taurus energy. Where a lot of you have strong Taurus energy, but this will be connected to your contract. Commitment. What's destined and what's meant for you. The power of your glyph also here too. I see like bull horns. That's pretty neat. So the color for you will be yellow. Up here I have twins. Poof. And this came through in the last reading for Taurus as eliminating the third party. Because there's 2 hearts here, 2 of cups will be a part of that. But I also feel it speaks to that Empress energy of the 3 hearts here and just the unique magic from within you as well. And that being about the transmuting energy of being that actual star there. That's so beautiful. So for Gemini, it says, we're special. You love us. Even if we get on your nerves, it's for the best. LOL. And then here's the 3. So pretty. This 3 to your glyph. Also 2. 5. Leo energy. That just goes back to the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups has a caduceus with a Leo lion's head and wings and a healing scepter energy that's in the midst of the divine masculine and divine feminine exchanging cups of love, equality, reciprocity, fair share, equal give and take, true love, and a lot of love. I love your reading, gems. All right, that completes it. That was the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, the main shebang. You are receiving your merit. Geminis, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here too. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support and your dedication. I appreciate you all. For real. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.